What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. This video is going to be basically why I haven't been posting on my YouTube channel for quite some time, and just kind of a little bit of a catch up. I know it's been almost 2 weeks since I posted, and I've just been really busy. To be honest, me and Arturo have been trying to file our income taxes, as well as we went on a double date with our friends. If you follow me on my Instagram, you guys will know the details on that. I'm also still getting in the swing of things with my New Year's resolution, aka my yoga pose, which is trying to do that handstand, and as well as be more minimalist and eco-friendly in my everyday life. Right now it has been quite a journey with that. Honestly, it's just the fact that here in Texas, especially specifically where I live, there is no recycle plant. I basically have to drive 45 minutes to an hour away to go and recycle tin. And hold on, give me 1 second. Alrighty, so I just decided I'm going to show you guys what I'm having trouble recycling, and it's basically these guys. So part of being a minimalist slash eco-friendly is you have to buy products that are like in glass jars, in paper slash cardboard boxes, and in tins. So basically I'm having trouble finding a place to recycle these things, because I can recycle paper all day long, because my boss, I'm sorry, not my boss, my company actually has this recycle bin, and I haven't really done my research on that, so I probably will be doing that after this video to make sure that it's actually going towards recycle. But I'm having trouble finding where to recycle tin. So, and glass is always such an easy thing to recycle. You can melt wax down inside the glass and burn a candle, or like plants. But this is like, I'm having trouble so bad. So I even clean them and wash them out, because I heard that if you don't do that with your tin, technically you can contaminate the recycle. So yeah, that is something I'm having trouble recycling at the moment, which it's irritating me to the fullest, because I am trying really hard to do like minimal grocery, however you want to word that. I'm just waking up, so honestly I kind of a little lost for words. I'm a little agitated. So yeah, I buy like canned beans, canned corn, because if I buy all kind of corn and stuff like that, like fresh, usually it comes in plastic, and that's something I'm trying to avoid right now. So that is why I'm buying corn in like a can versus in a plastic, because I don't want to create a need. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm also having trouble with styrofoam, but again, it's just something you can't avoid with styrofoam. Styrofoam is just one of those products that you just can't recycle. So yeah, that's that. So I can't avoid styrofoam. So I just try to buy meat, and you guys know what I'm talking about if you guys grocery shop. So every time I buy meat, it comes in this styrofoam tray, and I don't really necessarily have a problem with that, only I can't recycle the styrofoam. Now that little it's like a little thing that holds the blood thing. I can supposedly recycle that. I've read things, and so I'm trying to decompose one right now, because technically all it is cotton and some type of like jelly material. So right now I'm experimenting if I can actually compost that. And yeah, so that's that. Um, yeah, so again, I can't avoid styrofoam, so that's also one of the things I'm stressing out about. Um, Overall, let's get out of that topic and talk about why I haven't been posting again is because I'm having a little trouble with my New Year's resolutions, and I've just been really busy. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I work at a job. My credit, excuse me, give me 1 second. I work at a credit union. That is my job. My job is to like open auto loans, close auto loans, credit cards, blah, blah, blah. Everything basically a corporate bank does, but I basically do 10 other people's job because I'm also a teller, and tellers are the people that take your money and do deposits and stuff like that. I also open IRAs and stuff like that, basically investments. I am everything, the full 9 yards, and I get paid really shitty. So I basically do the job of like 5 people, and I get paid less to do it. So basically what had happened was over the weekend, my first week that I missed on posting a video, my CEO had the audacity to yell at me, like scream through the fucking phone, like this. Ooh, it just gets me to this very day. Like, so let me explain what happened. So I was trying to close on this auto loan with this guy, and he wanted to rate match. Basically, we have this blue sheet of paper. Everyone's called it a rate sheet. Hold on, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I lied. I don't have one with me, but whatever. So we're just gonna pretend that this, the Texas Lawyers Creed is basically the blue card. Now, usually my other coworkers, I've heard them all call this the rate sheet. So the rate sheet, he basically wanted to match what was on the rate sheet. And I guess, I mean, I've never met someone so special. I'm going to use the word special, because I mean, like, the whole situation was extremely special. So, basically, I called him up. It's Saturday. Basically, all our admins are on call on Saturday because corporate office is closed on Saturdays. How convenient, right? So I give my CEO a call and I say, hey, he's an A plus member and he wants to get I'm not an A plus, he's an A member. So basically what that is if you have a 700 to 750 credit score, you're considered an A plus member, and then 750 and above is an A plus member. So again, A member is 700 to 750, and then 750 and above is your A plus member. So keep that in mind, write it down, okay? So I call my CEO and I say, hey Keith, this member who is an A member wants to know if he can get the if we can rate match down to our lowest sheet rate. And he's like super confused, super rude, and started yelling at me. Like, I was so astonished and I started crying because I've never had anyone, not even my own dad, yell at me the way this child yelled at me. So basically what happened was he was asking me about the loan, so I tell him, okay, he's doing an auto refi, and then he asks me what's on the what's that called? The purchase order. He asked me what are they giving for the trade-in for the purchase order. And okay, both of my bosses kind of do two different things. So one, they get a 10-day payoff. The other one says, okay, you know what, don't worry about it. You don't really want them to pay it off because we'll just tag it to the loan or whatever. So, okay, I kind of do a mix of both. Like, some days I'll do the 10-day payoff. Some days I won't do the 10-day payoff. I'll just tag it to the end of the loan, just because I don't want to get a new purchase order from the dealership. Sometimes it's a little complicated, but whatever. So, what they were giving for the trade-in, which is our car, they weren't they shorted us $500 or $600 or something like that. And my CEO was like he was just going off the wall. Like he was like, Nicole, does that make sense? Do you not know how to read a purchase order or and stuff like that? And he was just going, he was off the wall. Number one, I'm sorry, but if you are a CEO, right, and you do like this, okay, number one, nobody's ever trained. Like, we don't have an actual training facility. It's all kind of self-taught. And if you work for my company and watch this video, you will know that you're just kind of self-taught, and so you have to ask a bunch of questions, you know. And if, I mean, literally, you have to ask every question, like, is the sky blue today? Like, that's basically, like, you have to ask every fucking little detail. Regardless, so, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, you're right. Let me go get Barbara because I'm confused as to what you're saying, because he's confused as to why I'm calling this paper, again, this is the pretend rate sheet. He's confused as to why I'm calling it a rate sheet. I'm like, does it matter what it's called? He wants the lowest rate that we're offering on the blue card. Like, oops. He's asking for the lowest rate that is on the blue card. Like, where's the confusion there? You know, and so he was just acting really special, really childish, and I've never had a CEO act like this before, you know? And, you know, he started yelling at me, screaming even. Like, I had to pull the phone back from my ear at least, like, a good, like, 3 feet. Or maybe this is 2. Hold on. Let me. Anyway, yeah, so I had to get my boss involved. She was explaining everything. Basically, he said no. So all that stuff that I went through just to say no, like don't even act. Like, I'm done with this CEO. I'm not gonna say any names, but I mean, if you work for my company and you know, then you know. So yeah. And then I came home and I told Arturo about it, how I've never been yelled at by a CEO and how ridiculous it was because he didn't know what his own documents was called. And it was just really agitating to me because after all that I've went through, I had to even go get my manager involved because he didn't know what kind of terminology I was using. I was like screaming back at him. Like, no, I take that back. I was not screaming. I kind of raised my voice because he was raising his voice, and I've never had like someone just raise their voice at me like that, especially because I was doing nothing wrong. Like, I did nothing wrong. And if you're watching this and you're like, well, you were saying the terminology wrong, I kept repeating different, you know, like I was like, the blue card rate. Why are you calling it I was like, oh, that's what I was saying. I was like, CEO, the blue card rate. And he's like, what are you talking about, the blue card rate? Okay, the sheet rate. What are you talking about, the sheet rate? Was he given an offer already, Nicole? And I was like, no, it's an auto refi. We're refinancing, and if we cut the rate in half, it's still not down to our lowest blue card rate, our sheet rate, our rate that's on for the 36, or I'm sorry, for the 72 months. He's like, I'm confused. So what are we matching? Nicole? I'm like, God damn, oh my God, like, what are you talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what is ever on this freaking blue thing that you print for your own fucking company? Like, oh my God, I'm so confused. So, yeah, anyway, a little bit of a rant there, but, yeah, really special moment, really special CEO. I really hope that if he watches this and I get fired, I'm like, you know what? Good riddance, because if this is how you do your employees, your company, this is how you take your anger out on everyone, then I don't want to work for you. I really would rather work for a company that's not like yes or no. Do you want it or no? Like, do you want to do the loan? Like, you sat there and cried about how we didn't fund enough last quarter or last year or whatever, and then now we have an A member that's like, oh, I really want this sheet, I want this rate on this blue card cheat rate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just call my CEO and see if he'll do an exception, because you do have really good credit, and I see a lot of potential here. And it was a simple yes or no answer. Credit unions have the ability to flex like that, to be flexible like that. So I didn't see why we didn't do it, especially because we have like e-paper members, and e-paper is like 360 and below as for our sheet rate, and they've gotten really good deals. It's not necessarily our sheet rate, but I've seen where our credit union has helped these members with really crappy credit scores get really good deals. And for some reason, my CEO was like, "What are you talking about? Wah, 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 wah." I was like, "Oh my god!" I should have just hung up and just been like, "Oh damn!" Like, the phone cut off. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I should have done that. Like, now that I look back at it, I honestly should have done that. But anywho, that was kind of the full reasons why I haven't been posting again. My New Year's resolution and my job has been stressing me out, and that happened on a Saturday. So usually I post on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So definitely wasn't feeling it that week. I had to go get some drinks. But anyway, I guess that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm sorry for the rant. I'm sorry for bringing a little bit of my personal job drama into my YouTube channel. I just felt like I had to really express to you guys why I wasn't posting and why I've been having troubles kind of coping with this. If you guys can, leave a comment down below and basically just tell me your opinion. I mean, have you ever had someone in your company that's higher than you scream at you? Have you ever gotten confused as to why things you have to go above and beyond for someone, and just for the ending answer to be no? Just definitely let me know in the comments down below, or message me on Instagram. I'm definitely very active over there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I didn't have an actual rate sheet / blue card / numbers with the imaginary numbers that our credit union came up with. Instead, I had Arturo's Texas law, the Texas Lawyer's Creed pamphlet. But basically it's the same size. So anyway, peace out. Bye.